Hey guys, Jacob Moon's Box, and I have a brand new video for you guys on another LEGO Transformer. This one is G1 based Ironhide. Alright, but before we get into him, we're going to talk about minifigure of the day, which is Ace the Bat Hound. He's from one of the new DC superhero sets. Well, new. It was released, I think, summer, so it's not super new, but I mean, it's still pretty new. But yeah, my little brothers, he let me borrow it because I love this figure. He got a little cape, little bat symbol on the collar. I love it. Alright, either way, that's him. Okay, it's our time to get into the Transformer. And I want to go ahead and say thank you guys. This was for my 300 subscriber special. If you remember, I put... if you haven't seen the video, I recommend you go check it out. But basically what I said was... I took all the hashtag suggestions, which in case you don't know what that means, if you have a suggestion for a Transformer you want me to make, put in the comments hashtag suggestion, because after every 100 subscribers, so next would be at 400 subscriber, I'll have a little voting contest and we'll see who wins. And whoever wins, I will build. So, sadly I cannot remember who requested Ironhide at the moment, but I will have an info card link up there so you can go check his channel out. He's the guy who suggested me to build this guy. So this is Ironhide, and right now he's got his guns on his roof, which they're kind of there for the fun of it, to be honest. I really have no other reason. And they do break because all they are is just like 3 pieces, but there you go. This is what the van actually looks like. Minifig for scale. And, I mean, I'm really happy with how this Ironhide turned out. I think it looks really good. I love what a friend of mine said. He said it looked like a monster truck version of him, which I thought was hilarious and very true. Sorry, those were just out of alignment. But yeah, he's got one exhaust pipe. Does have tail lights. He's got headlights, which look really good. I actually really like the front of him. He's almost, it's not as much of a van as it's more, it almost reminds me of, what are those things called? It's almost like an RV. It almost looks like an RV, but it's especially a van. And, like I said, I just really like this guy in his car mode. All the wheels do roll, and they roll pretty well. Especially on my awesome new background, which I don't know if y'all ever noticed. And, yeah, don't know what else to say, except I really like this thing. It's really fun. Alright, so time to transform it. So to transform this guy is actually pretty complex. So what you're going to do is you're going to flip him over. And again, you don't really see that much. There isn't much robot kibble. Sure, you can see a few joints, but you can't see head or anything until you look up there. So we'll just go ahead and start with the head. We'll fold that up and over like that. Now you have his head done. Now what you're going to do is you're going to hinge these down on this hinge here. You got to be careful or else everything's going to snap apart. This guy is very small and has a very limited amount of room to work with. So what you're going to do next is you're going to take this wheel area, and you're going to hinge it out. So it just rotates outward. A little tough to do, but like that. Do the same on this side. Just try not to break anything. Like that. Okay, next thing you're going to do, you're going to fold this down. You're going to fold these in like that. Then you're going to take all of this and it's going to rotate around. And now you have the legs pretty much done. Give them a little bit of split if you want. They use those 1x1 pieces that are rounded for the hinges right there. And they work great to allow a little bit more movement. You know, you can pretty much see where this is going. You're going to fold those up. Fold down his hands. And, Maxifig hand is very tight, and because of that, it causes the pieces to sometimes split if you're not holding pressure on them. So, as a warning for any of you who have Maxifig hand and you're using them as Transformers, just remember to always do that. But there you go. Now you have Ironhide in his robot mode. Ironhide in his robot mode is one of my favorite robot modes I've made. It looks awesome. Sure, he is a little open right here, but I think I can totally forgive that because just how awesome he looks in the front. The yellow stripe pretty much goes all the way through his arms, and it does show up a little bit on the back of his legs, but not too much. He's almost got boots because his dark red looks on the boot, and then the dark red also continues on the end of the arms. His head is on a clip, which allows it to go up and down, and if you want to cheat a little bit, you can turn it to the side. It disconnects it a little bit, and I kind of consider it cheating, but you are able to, and you can get some really expressive poses using that technique. His arms are on ball joints, Maxifig hands to be exact, so you do get a little bit more movement in the shoulder as well. His lower arms are just hinges, which look good, and they work great. Then you have his feet, which are hinged here, which is a little off because they should be right in the middle of him instead of at the back. But it's fine. I still like him either way. And that's pretty much all the posing you can get out of his feet, to be honest, though. So yeah, that is Ironhide. We'll give him his guns. I just took 3 pieces, headlight brick, one of those Technic cylinders, and a tap piece. They look pretty good for pistols, I think. They might be a little oversized for this guy, but I mean, he's supposed to be like weapon specialist, so I figured it'd be alright. And the biggest thing you might notice is I did not build the battle sled. And that's because I didn't like it. I didn't want to. I hate the battle sled. It just doesn't look good. So I decided, you know what? I'll use that extra room to give him a little more detail, a little cooler transformation. And I think it was a good balance. I think it was a good sacrifice. Because I really hated the battle sled, and this turned out amazing. It's not very accurate, in case you couldn't already tell, but it just looks good. And I really like it. That's why I always say G1 based. But yeah, I mean, that's Ironhide. So let's bring in some scale. First up, we have a minifigure. Perfectly in scale there. Said no one ever. We'll bring in who I think could be in scale with him. Jazz. I do understand, I mean, I think Jazz was a pretty small bot. He wasn't really meant to be super tall. And I think this works. I think this could be a good duo. Bringing more scale, we've got Shockwave. No, ain't happening. We've got Time Warp. Who doesn't love Time Warp? And they, again, look pretty good together. I'm actually okay with it. And their designs are actually kind of similar. It's really funny. The heads and then the shoulder shapes are actually pretty similar to his, with the wheels being on the end of the shoulders. And lastly, we have Megatron, which, yeah, he's totally in scale with Megatron. No, that ain't happening. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed all the scale comparisons, and I hope you enjoyed this Transformer. Like I said, I really, really like this guy, and I think he might be one of my favorites. But that's about it for this video, and now let's get on to that end card. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Jacob Moon's Mox. We're going to click here if you want to subscribe. Click on this side if you want to see my LEGO Transformer playlist, which has all of my LEGO Transformers on them that I've posted. And click over here if you want to go check out my other mocks. And this has been Jacob Moon with Jacob Moon's Mocks, and I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, and reminder, go down in the description and watch that video. Greatly appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time.